Welcome ladies and gentlemen to the UKBC where budgies come first. Today I'm just going to show you how to set up a budgie show cage. This is a standard new style cage where the cage, or the perches, come right to the front of the wire. There is an older style cage which has shorter perches and a boss at the back. We will accept those in the hobby breeders show. So if you've got some of those kicking around, you haven't converted them, they are suitable for the hobby shows, and they'll probably be cheaper to pick up on the internet. What we're going to do first, it doesn't need the logo in the bottom corner. That isn't a UKBC item. So again, if you've got standard cages or old style cages without the badges on, they're absolutely fine for the UKBC shows. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a layer of seed in the bottom. This is just the normal mix that you use. There's no need for anything special. This is just my millet and canary mix that I feed daily. And all we're going to do is we're just going to put a good amount, but not so it's halfway up the cage. Okay, and that's the bottom of the cage done. Okay, now we will need drinkers. You can get these off of eBay or Amazon. I will try and put a link up if it works on this video. And for the hobby breeders show, and that I will have a big bag of these courtesy of Kevin. He's given me a load to use at the show, so if you haven't got them with your cages, don't panic, you can borrow some from us. Okay, and then this goes in third gap from the left, and that is your cage set up, ready to go. All you need to do now is pop your bird in. Now, a tip from me is if you are travelling to the show, and I'll explain why afterwards as well, millet sprays. I find my birds will eat millet sprays more than they will the seed off the bottom of the cage. So what I do is I cut up small pieces, sort of inch piece, and I soak it in vanadine, but I do two things. I let one lot dry out completely, which I use for travelling because it wants to be removed before judging. So put it in for travelling, take it out for the judging, so before you actually pass the bird over, remove this. But at the end of judging, afterwards, once we've let you in to see the birds, I keep some wet ones, because what it'll do is it'll give the birds moisture and some food, and mine will readily take this. And again, when you're training your birds, you can use a bit of millet in the cage bars or on the floor of the cage, and that will encourage them to eat while in the show cage. Keeps them steady as well. Now the drinkers, they are to be used. They are very small, but what I find is they spill when we're travelling. So again, if you're travelling to the show, make sure you've got spare seed to replace any. You might have to take a handful out, dry the cage, and then put some fresh in. Okay, so just have some backup. These can be filled. If you don't want to do the millet, you can do these after the judging has been done, and then pop them on the bar, and they'll go back on the on the show stand, and they can sit there with their drink ready to go. So any questions, give me a shout by the usual lines, and let's hope this shows success. It certainly looks like it's going to be so far. Thanks a lot everyone, bye.